From distraction to traction. That's what this distinction is all about. Over the past few weeks, I have found myself going through a process of creating more systems and implementing more opportunities for people to really get a chance to experience me outside of a one-to-one conversation. It's involved a lot of social media. It's involved coming up with videos, well-in events. It's involved building out a team and training the team to be able to handle quite a bit of volume. And along that path, I've also been a guest on 7 different podcast episodes. Was a resident coach for a race and reconciliation program for 9 weeks, and have also launched 2 new programs as well. And to tell you the truth, for at least the last week or two, I've woken up feeling just like pretty dejected internally. And with this thought of, I'm not doing what I'm here to do. Not doing what I'm here to do. And it gave me an opportunity to bring it into a mastermind conversation I had with someone. And as we were exploring that, what ended up showing up was this feeling that I felt that I was out of integrity. I was out of integrity with myself because there was one area in my business that I really had yet to really address. While I was doing all these other things, which were important, meaningful, and actually strategically aligned, I had just left this one other portion out. And it was nagging on me. It was gnawing on me. And there was an element that just felt like that in all the actions that I was taking, I wasn't really able to get the level of fulfillment that I needed, as well as it was draining my energy and keeping me from actually being able to move forward as quickly as I could. And in the conversation I had with my mastermind peer, he made a simple invitation. And that invitation was, why don't you go take care of that right now? Why don't you go take care of that right now? In the next 24 hours, you can have this taken care of. So why don't you go and do that? And it was as if like, it all just made sense. There's a tendency I have, and I'm talking about me in this video here because I know that as a lot of us trailblazers, we're going through similar things at the same time. And I want to make sure that I am documenting and displaying some of the challenges that I'm going through to help you be able to see things from a different perspective. Right now, you're seeing it through my first person perspective. But I know from the conversations that I've had with other trailblazers, in fact, I just had one just the other day in my Trailblazer Collective. It was very similar to this. The idea of I could be creating anything, and I'm active. I'm making things come to life. My vision is coming to life here, there's like this thing that I feel like I should be doing that would actually move me forward versus just fulfilling me. And the idea came up of distractions related to that. The idea that the building of systems, the focusing on a project, the getting of clients, whatever it is out there that is actually doesn't seem to be fulfilling you, might be seen as a distraction from the actual number one priority or the top priorities. And so I'm making this video here to just share what I found from the perspective of being able to move from a place of something being a distraction to something being traction. And the simple thing here is just to realign your priorities, and to take care of the first things first. So the thing that's nagging on you doesn't need to keep nagging. Like I'm just finding this out myself, right? But the thing that's nagging on you doesn't need to keep nagging. Like what would change if you spent the next 24 hours to just move each of those things that have been on the back of your mind and move them forward one step. You might even complete one or two of them. But what would change if you're able to take those things and move it forward one step? For me, I've found a release of energy. I found myself being able to actually be more creative in the broader sense of the world. It brought me into creating this conversation with you. I'm also finding with it a sense of how do I say it, a restoration of faith and belief in self. Like, 'cause I trust myself more. I trust myself because I'm like, oh, I know that I can get both this and the other elements done. And so there's also a part of here that comes out that also allows myself to recognize and own the elements of what I've been doing, because there's been nothing that is actually a distraction. Everything has been strategically aligned. It's just that element of places that have yet, that need attention, that have yet to get it. And the simple thing that I'm going to offer here is to simply change your priorities, take care of it, give it a 24-hour window to just address and move it forward one step. See how you feel the next day. That's it. That's my invitation to you today. In the next 24 hours, find one thing that's on your list that's been nagging you, that's really been nagging you, and find a way to move that forward one step. And then come back and let us know how that is for you. Leave a comment wherever you are. I would love to read it. Let's engage in a conversation about this here, and we'll continue on from there. My invitation to you as well is, if you're looking to continue having to be in places where you can have more people helping you discover more about yourself and have places to explore and play in different ways, I'm going to invite you to come to an upcoming tribe gathering. Go to Niiamah.com/tribe. That's NIIAMAH.com/tribe. And you'll be able to experience being in a different setting that will help you be able to find even more insights and even more perspectives. Until then, remember this: you got this, and we got you. Journey on. Hey, Niiamah here. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet, and then go ahead and leave one of your insights from today's video in the comments below. If you're looking to take this deeper, you can go and watch another video, or you can go to Niiamah.com/tribe to get exclusive invitation to our tribe member only events. I'll see you soon.